Hi everybody, we're here with Big Dog Motors, Big Dog Motors Inc., correct?
That's right,
My
buddy.
man Todd Gook, and nobody messes with the Gook. You know, last show we did, we'll go to this and then we'll do other things. We didn't mention, and now is the time too, is for the flushings.
Yeah, you should do some radiator flushings. You should do that.
Yeah. And you know that, because over the winter, things change, they clog up. Next thing you know, your heat lights on. Is that how that works? You clean the blinds?
Sometimes you want to get yourself cleaned out. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's
Especially if your heat
costly
wasn't
thing.
working that good. Yeah, it's not huge.
It's like maintenance,
Yeah.
like oil change or anything else. You know, let me ask you another question. Also, the fuel flushing.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always had new vehicles, but I did do it one year and I couldn't get over the difference in the way it ran. It ran really, really well. You know, I had a quick question for you. An air filter's life is how long? Is it all different from different
It's
cars?
all different. Yeah.
Is that?
It is different on you.
Huh?
It's different on you. How long you drive, how far you drive.
Oh, I
where-
see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's different all around.
Well, I wanna talk a little bit about which is important, is the Big Dog Motors Inc. Website.com. Explain to the people how easy it is to make an appointment, come in.
Yeah, you just go right on our website, www.bigdogmotorsinc.com. You can book an appointment right in your house. You can book for your oil changes, your New York State inspections, which we just received our new New York State inspection machine. So they're out there, they're rolling. The new ones are coming because we got ours already set up there, getting ready to use. So them new stickers are going to be out, and you can just, with us, you can just go right, book it online. And some people are telling me they come in that they're 3 weeks out in some places, and I try to get everyone in.
You're an expert on the computer because you're on it all the time, use it all the time. But most people don't know how to use a computer that well.
You'd be surprised.
No, I'm not
I'm
surprised.
telling you, we're senior citizens. We do the Carco inspections too, your photo inspections. We're like one of the only ones, and it's impossible for right now with me doing everything that I got going on to sit and book someone with Carco Sugas there. You have to just put in your email address, your phone number. But you get people that call, they're 70, 80 years old, and listen, anybody that has a cell phone is going to have an email address, so they're going to know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? You know, nowadays, this day and age,
The reason I ask that is,
but you can't buy a pizza anymore, bud, without going online anymore. I mean, I just called down to have a pizza delivered, and they're saying you got to go online to get it now. So that's how that's transforming too, I think. So.
the reason I ask that is because when you go on the website, is there a spot to click to book?
Yeah,
an
usually
appointment?
when you go on the website, you'll go on the website. There's a site that'll be for your desktop, your phone, and it'll either come up and say contact us or schedule now. Usually it'll pop up. You just click on that, and you can book just about anything you want.
So, if I made an appointment, do you answer back and tell
Yeah,
me?
it'll come accepted or denied.
Oh.
And then again, though, you don't have to call. You don't have to nothing.
Do you have to monitor all that to
Yeah,
see?
we usually monitor because this way, if it's not an overload in our schedule
So
for the
your
day,
help looks at what's going on and goes back and forth.
Yeah, we
with
can
them?
just and then it's nice because you got you can leave a message. Hey, I want brakes done, and then you can put a message in. Hey, the right side didn't feel good. Something like that. You can, which is nice with the technology of that stuff. So and again, a lot of people like it because you can get in, you can get it out. You don't have to wait. You don't have to call someplace and put it on hold. You're done.
It's a good thing to mention too. You sell tires here.
We do. I don't think anybody could beat my price on tires. I've said that before.
I tell you.
I don't think anybody can beat my price. I don't know if that's good or bad because
Well-
we just had to dispose of our waste tires, and you're looking, that's huge. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
And
You have to pay to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, everything's like
so-
that today. Of course, everybody's looking out for the.
The big thing though too with the tires is we just got a new alignment machine, and it's the
I was
state of
gonna
the art
mention
one.
that.
It's a state of the art one. But if you're getting tires, and now that we got the machine, a lot of people go and get an alignment done, and it's kind of a toe and go, as I'd call it. They come in and the shop will just do a front toe, and they shoot steering wheel straight, and they ship it out. We're doing all four wheels. And what's nice is a new machine that I had is like so state of the art that someone like yourself can make it. This is what we give someone at the end, which this is a simple read for somebody, okay? Because here, this guy come in, actually, one of his tires was chopped. It was chopped. What happens is,
Chopped.
if your alignment's off, he come in, he goes, can you do an alignment? And then he says, there's some noise in my rear, in the rear end. So obviously go do the alignment, and this one we just did, yesterday or whatever. And I said, hey, your rear toe is out, or your rear camber's out. So we tell them, and then next thing you know, the tire's chopped, but it's chopped because your alignment was off. So
You mean chop not running smoothly or was
it's
off
when you
balance?
feel the tire, when you feel your tire, when you go all the way around, feel your tire, you'll feel ripples in it.
Oh, I see.
So that's called like a chop, and if that's chopped, you're gonna have
Well, sure, I
you'll
mean,
never be able to put the
not
tire on the
smooth.
front.
Yeah.
So now you're talking. We do a 4-wheel for anywhere between $80 and $100. Usually $100 unless you're buying something right, or like we just did 4 struts all the way around, and I charged them 80 for the alignment because it was like a
That's
whole
cheap.
package. Yeah, it was, and it was a 4-wheel. But now you're talking. This is what the people get, so they can actually take this at the end and say, hey, Jesus, my tire was off. That's before. This is after. And it's just because the machine we got that's the latest and,
If a
and best
person-
and greatest.
Let me ask you a question, Big Doug. How does a person know they need an alignment?
It's
What
tough.
can they
Like I
expect from
had
their
a lady
car?
2 weeks ago that come in and she just needed another set of tires, and now this is on her front. And
When you buy new tires, you should get an alignment anyway.
alignments nowadays with the streets and everything we got going on.
Yeah, a lot of potholes, man.
Yeah, it's bad. So we put it up, and so 6 months she's gone through tires, and I said, well, you better just get it aligned. Come to find out that the same thing, she actually had a rear toe. So that's why when you go get an alignment done, you need to do 4-wheel. You can't just do a toe and go in
Usually
the
it's only
front.
the front, right?
That's
Now
what
you
everyone
can do
does.
all
But
that.
no, you're supposed to do all.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
because see, the rule of thumb is on an alignment, you got to have the back end straight before you can get straight out the front end. So, case in point is, if we took this car and straightened out the front end first and worked our way to the back end, it's going to move the front end off. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
So a toe and go isn't good. They're not good.
So,
That was basically my thing too. Is I get into these jobs and we do a lot of collision work, and we get into these jobs. I need to know the specs,
Mm-hmm.
and this machine also will do my subframes and the crossbar. So it does a lot of things.
so if you've got new tires and your alignment's off, they'll wear out fast.
Quick. Or they'll chop like this gentleman's
Right.
did, and then
It
when they
doesn't
chop,
take long.
it doesn't take long.
How do you know if your car's out of alignment? You can feel it?
Not
when you
all the
drive?
time. Not all the time.
How
Like
often
this
should you
lady
check
said,
every time you get tires?
if you think about it, okay, this gentleman, he was going down the road straight. Really, I mean, in some sense, he was kind of going down the road straight. So he'd be all right. But now this rear end was off, so you were going to get a little bit of pull. But because it's off, it's like kind of walking bow-legged sideways,
Mm-hmm.
You're walking up a hill with some boots, like my mother gave my buddy one time. Gave her a boot with a heel like that, so you're walking up a hill.
Oh,
See?
hey.
Right? Yeah. But it's like, so you're kind of backwards with it. So if you straightened out the front end and your back end's still off, something's still going to be off.
I see.
Because like I said, if I straightened up this front end first and then went to the back end, my front end would then be off a little bit.
I bought tires from you over the years, my truck tires, and I remember last year when I went to my van, you suggested snow tires for the back, and I did not get stuck once. And I got a driveway that's uphill. I mean, when it was snowing, I didn't drive it, I drove my truck, which you put wheels on my truck. Tires are fabulous. They wear, they do very well. Something else, alignment tire, got a brand new machine, excellent stuff, works guaranteed. Let's talk about, we've talked about it many times, but I think it's very important, is the insurance thing. When you go and get your insurance, what you need. And if you get in an accident.
Yeah, you
for
want, like
example.
we stress this all the time, and then even in our shows out there, and I mean, I think it is actually hitting home with a lot of people, because I actually have
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of people coming and saying
Me
something.
too.
They don't hit it, but you got to stay between $500 and $1,000 deductible. $500 for sure, I can always save you.
Yeah.
$1,000 sometimes I can't.
Well, let me ask you a
but
question.
I try to save everyone their deductible, and we're still doing everything that has
I
to
mean,
be said.
come in, first off, you get in an accident, don't call your insurance company.
No,
You don't want to
call
call
me
the
right away.
agents, because they're professionals. They're going to try to come in. You're not. Some are. When they look and go, oh, this, and this, we're going to give you this. And you think, oh, that's good. And underneath, that was broken, this is broken. Don't do that. What you do is you go to a professional like Big Dog. He handles the insurance company for you. And Big Dog knows. And he gets what you're supposed to get for it. If you got a high deductible or thing, Big Dog can work with it. And he can get you down there. But if you get in an accident, you want to call Big Dog Motors first.
Yeah, like I had a guy it was
What is
yesterday.
your phone number?
315-444-9028. I don't know what goes on with the Google number sometimes. It's
Well,
like
that's-
it's
yeah.
supposed to be a said done or
Well,
not done.
Al will have this
But-
number at the bottom of the screen
Yeah.
for you.
But the thing is too is
Doesn't the insurance company tell you
they
you're
don't
supposed
like
to get
right now.
500?
Yeah, but right now they do. But they tell you what it is, 500. But people don't understand that. They're thinking the bottom line. People are thinking. I had one guy. He did $2,000 deductible because
Yeah.
he's thinking of a $3 a month
How
savings.
does
You
the
know.
person end up with? I mean, doesn't the insurance company say, is it? Let's say you want $2,000 deductible. Your insurance is less than
Yes.
So
It'll be
they-
a little bit less, but it's
so
not
they're
it's
trying to
not an
sell it.
astronomical amount.
And
Yes.
a person says $2,000. They don't think about it.
Yeah.
They think about the money.
Yeah.
So they don't really tell you.
And I think what Mary that works for you just fell
Yeah.
into that loop.
Yeah, she did. She isn't that way anymore.
Yeah.
Plus, you want to make sure you get $500 deductible or $1,000. You want to have rental.
Yep.
I mean, if you get in a car accident and you get your car's tied up, you ain't driving.
The other thing is, I just had a case where a guy come in yesterday. He got into an accident Friday. I said, listen, right away, call that guy's insurance company. He got a police report. Now,
You would recommend that
I said
people always
call-
get a police report. in an
yes,
accident.
instantly. The minute
Ask
it
them for
happens,
it.
get it.
You have to ask
If
for it.
get it.
Can you get it later on if you don't have it?
If you leave the scene, then you're never getting a report. You're never getting nothing. You might as well
They make
figure
it
out
out
no
right
fault.
there, right?
Yeah, well, they'll do it or they'll tell you to come back.
Oh.
But make sure you get some sort of report of
police
what
report.
happened. Yeah. Well, anyways, he come and it was someone else's fault. So now he calls his insurance. His insurance is, they're telling him do this, do that. They give him the loaner car, but the other guy, because he had the police thing, it was at fault. So the other guy hit him. It was his fault. So I says, listen, why would you want to pay $1,000 deductible? Why would you want to pay for your rental car and have it come out of your insurance? Let me just take and I'll call the other company now. So we call the other company. Now he doesn't have to worry about the deductible. He don't have to worry. That's you know what I mean. So that's why it's good to really get me in the
Yeah,
loop.
do not handle
Get
it.
me in the loop right
Yeah,
away.
yeah, I mean, whether you use big dog or not, always use a professional. Sometimes when you get an insurance claim, you don't know.
And if they tell you, you got to go somewhere. I had another guy, that customer was a lady, and they says, oh, we got to go up to this said and said shop because that's not true. By New York state law, they cannot tell you to go anywhere. That's the law.
Yeah.
They cannot
Oh, no,
make
right.
you.
You
There's
pick
no
the place.
mandatory. Yeah, you can say whatever.
How
So
about, when the insurance company says, well, we're going to make it out to them, the check. And they make it out to you or to the big person, or it doesn't really matter, as long as the place gets paid.
yes,
I see. Well, for example, you do all repair and body work.
yep,
Besides,
Yep.
you're a one-stop shop.
Yep.
You get in an accident, you hand the insurance company, you handle the repairs, you do all the work, and you guarantee it. And you sit home and wait. If you got rental, you're driving. You got the best guy in the world fixing your ride, so that's the way you want to handle that. And you want to definitely make sure you check your deductible and you have a rental. I've got stories galore about people who changed that and end up not having a car, and they had family and couldn't get around, couldn't go shopping, had to get their sister or their brother, couldn't get nobody. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
And like I say, you do all auto repair share, everything, body work, the whole nine, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then also, you do all the oil changes, all the inspections, you do the heavy equipment out in there
yes,
too.
yes.
Trailer-
We get all the inspections. We get everything done. I don't know if anybody's going to touch our oil change. Right now, I might have to raise them soon, but right now we're $50 for 5 quarts. I don't know
Is
if
that
anybody
synth-
out there.
synthetic
That's
oil
full
or-
synthetic, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Does everybody use synthetic now?
just about.
I always did.
I don't know anybody's touching our oil prices. I don't know anybody's touching our tire prices. Our brake prices are out of this
That's what I
world.
was gonna ask you.
I dare anyone to compete with
With the
any of
brake
our
price.
prices.
I've
Whether it
gone-
be brake, oil, tire, the alignment.
Yeah.
Plus, again, you're using, when you get your car aligned with us, it's brand new state of the art technology. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you're knowing you're going to get 4 wheels because I'm going to give you, what shop is going to give you a 4-wheel that you can understand? You know what I'm saying? So you can understand this. Anybody can understand, this. I don't think anybody's touching our price. As a matter of fact, even when we do just as flat out, you come in for a alignment for $100 for all 4. I don't know of anybody that's
No.
And then the only thing is if it comes into traumas where there's a camber or something, which there is, sometimes you could get something where it might need something that could be a little extra. But again, we can at least tell you what's and lead you in the right path.
A guy who works for me called for alignment over at some of the bigger shops up above. I won't mention any names, dealers up there. He got prices of $189, $219.
The thing is, I don't even know. Even
For alignment.
when you say bigger shops anymore, I don't know because right now I think I'm the only shop that can do every
that's right.
single thing.
That's right.
I mean, what shop can do your motorcycle inspections?
Yeah.
Heavy duty inspections, trailer inspections, heavy duty trailer, car inspections, regular trailer inspections. We can do every single inspection. We can do your alignments. Air conditioning, we can do the 1, 2, 3, 4 YF on all the new cars.
is that?
That's
Air
the newer stuff. A lot of Hondas, Jeeps, a lot of the newer, all the newer technology went to 1, 2, 3, 4 YF. Very expensive. 10 pounds of that's $800 compared to 30 pounds of the other
What are you
stuff.
talking about? Pounds of what?
Freon.
Oh,
So, you know, that's very, very expensive stuff. I have all the machines for both of them.
Is that
So there's
expensive?
nothing that you can't come here and we
You
can't
can
do.
fix the air conditioner, no
Yes,
problem?
yeah, we do a lot of that.
Is it costly sometimes? Sometimes it is.
It's sometimes, well, obviously the 1234YF, you're looking at over $100 a pound. You know what I mean? And then the machine is something else too. So that just to use that machine, the machine is over 10 grand. So for the machine and to use it, it's costly. So usually when you go to a dealer or something and get something like that done, it's anywhere from probably $350 to $400, and I'm usually getting it done between $200 and $250.
Really?
Yeah,
You
so-
know, I got a friend of mine who asked me about air conditioning.
That's the 1234YF. The other stuff is probably right
What
around
does that mean?
a
1,
couple
2,
hundred.
3, 4, why?
That's the new Freon that's in these systems.
Oh, I see.
So it's a brand new system.
So you
It
put
was
that
all
in-
134A, and it's still tons and tons and tons of 134A.
I see.
And that's that's cheaper, but it's still almost it's anywhere from 175 probably to $200 to do that system. You're talking evac, leak check, But and we service all the AC, but again we're the alignments with full collision. I got the downdraft spray booth. We got. You name it, we got. I think I'm the only. I think we're the only shop around. Definitely the only shop in Italy and Frankfurt that's even. We're locally owned and not some conglomerate that comes in.
You paint tires, all that stuff.
So all the
Baba, how much time?
We're at 1616.
How much?
1616.
Well, we want to talk a little bit about Big Dog Motors here. We sell a lot of used cars, a lot of used trucks, all guaranteed. Tell us about the used car and used truck that you have. Got a lot of new inventory.
Yeah, I got a lot of Equinoxes, some GMC trains.
nice.
I got a decent assortment under 15 grand. So
Every time we do a show, we show the trucks. Every time we come, they're all gone.
yeah, I only got 2 or 3 out there now.
Trucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Well,
I got a lot of stuff under 15 grand, a lot of all-wheel drive
Yeah.
stuff like that.
You buy all the cars too.
Yep.
And you warranty every
Yep.
one of them. Yeah. Plus you warranty all your work.
Yep. You know what else we do is I've been doing a lot of 2 last week frame repair. We do.
Really?
Yeah, because that's gotten to be like a New York State favorite. So we do.
Frame,
Yeah, if
usually
you
when frames broke or whatever, that's it. No, you can fix them.
you can. So you can fix them. You just
I don't know that
usually after we're done, we end up welding in stuff that's thicker than what even was on it. But
Really?
yeah, if you got a problem, if you went to another shop and they're just saying, hey, it's gone.
You've got a lot of-
you let us look at it first because
Yeah.
I can at least tell you
Yeah.
what's right or what's
Well,
wrong.
you
but
know and I know. If you go to somewhere, you can get buried. You can get buried for bills on repair.
yeah, I mean last week,
When you go
yeah.
to a guy like Big Dog's got a good reputation. He don't do that. You go in, if he says it's this, that's fair. That's reasonable. That's the way it is. You go somewhere else you don't know, but that's why Big Dog's so successful, because he's trustworthy. How many people out there, raise your hand, almost half or more, got boomed at service repair, and then it wasn't even that good. When a person's got a good reputation, this is key.
But I actually had a guy to come in who was going to buy a truck from us, and I had one, and I said, well, what's wrong with your truck? And he goes, they told me that the frame's bad, I can't drive. So I go underneath it, and it was an 06 Silverado, but the outsides were good, but what ended up happening is the rail that goes across the tanks up there rotted. It was rotted right out. We dropped the tank, put the whole rail in new, with 700 beans for everything. Welded it in, you name it, plus some
cheap.
other odds and ends. $700, and this guy's got his truck just like new, all legal.
He was looking to buy another one.
Yeah, and it's better or just like the day it come out of the factory. Because so if you got something that you're out there and they're saying, hey, let us take a look at it first.
Another thing I like about you're very current and up to date on all the new technology. I mean,
Yeah.
you got it all right here.
Yeah.
And the technicians that run it. Are you happy with help? You still need help here? Or?
When anybody's out there that's especially good tech, I'm always got my ears always open.
For
We've got
good tech?
you got
You got a great bunch here.
I got a good crew,
Courteous.
but I'm always out there for any techs.
On the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're moving on 18 minutes, something like that.
1910.
Should we go outside then now?
Yeah.
We want to look at some of the inventory, right, Big Dog?
Okay, buddy.
All right, baby. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we're going out there now. Well, now we're here. We're going to go with the meat of the Big Dog Motors Inc. over here. Don't forget the website. Are these cars on the website also?
No, some are. I'm just
Some are.
Yeah.
Well, let's start. What do you got?
I got Equinox land. I got one 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 2 more. I got like 7 Equinoxes.
Really?
Yeah, all from 2010 up to 2015. These are every one of them's an all-wheel drive. They're great, and they're all, you know, under that 15 grand mark. Yeah, a lot. There's a handful of them that are under the $10,000 mark.
Really?
Yeah. So I mean, these are great. These are great all-wheel drive
You
automobiles.
bought all these cars yourself, personally.
Yep.
You know, one thing about Big Dog, every car is immaculate. How do you manage to do that? You just don't buy anything that's screwed up.
Either that or make sure it's immaculate before it goes out, right?
Oh, I see. I see. You
Yeah.
do alteration.
Yeah,
take care
yeah,
of
we got everything. So I mean, I'm fully serviced. So
it. Is this
and
I mean, I know, but I don't. These are four-wheel drive.
these are all-wheel drives. They're 4-wheel drives. Yeah, same thing with these 3 Jeeps I have. I have a 12 Jeep. We've got a 16, and then I've got another 16 Renegade Jeep.
Well, you also carry a warranty on all your used
Yep.
cars, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
So everything comes with at least a 1-year powertrain. At the time, you can also get a bigger one, a smaller one, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what are we getting? Hail?
Yellow hail there. Yeah. Yeah. That's lucky.
Yeah.
It's clear over there and hail here.
Yeah.
Anyway, you compete. You take trade-ins also?
Yep.
You
Yep.
do?
Trade-ins.
Okay. Okay.
And you don't really need an appointment. You can come down and take a look.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not,
Right?
you know, and I'm not one of those guys that are going to chase you down. So if you see something, you can come in, because I feel that a lot of people would rather come look, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it isn't, some people though will say, oh, he don't care, but I just would rather you be at your piece. If you need something, I'm there.
You know, that a friend of mine came and he asked me about you. He didn't know. He was from out the area a little bit, but he saw the ad, saw the cars and this and that, and he wanted the car. And he said, "Hey, Charlie, is that Big Dog guy? You advertised for him. Is he good?" I said, "Hey, I wouldn't advertise anybody who was no good." He was looking for a truck. He came down. He bought the what was it? The Red
Colorado.
The Red Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He loves it.
Yeah, they're nice little trucks.
He's pretty good. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You bet. You believe in hail. This is very lucky.
You know, and then I got 2 Traverses. One's here, one's there.
that? What?
They're the Chevy Traverses.
Traverses?
Yep, and they've got the 3-row seating.
Are they
All-wheel drives.
They are all-wheel.
Yep, all-wheel drives.
Now, is there a difference between four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive? Same thing.
Well, it depends. It is, but it isn't. You know, it is. It is the same thing. But on some of the 4-wheel drives, you can interact it or not. These are like, you know, they're gonna be like all the time basically.
Yeah.
And some you can select to put it in or not put it in. You know.
Right.
So that's
You know,
kind of your differences.
Does it matter what kind of trade-in you have? I mean,
No.
anything, right? You allow go on whatever,
Yep.
right? Right? And then all your used cars and used trucks are under warranty?
Yep.
Yep. And any kind of service that you might need, tires, alignment, oil change, all these things, tire sales here at Big Dog Motors Inc. in Frankfurt.
Yep.
What's your address there?
4262 Acme Road.
Have you got more cars and trucks? I see.
Yep. I've got a
Should we go over
2011. Yeah, you want to move over? 2011 Ford F-150 XLT. It's got the extended cab, and I think it's got like 109 on it. This is a really nice 4-wheel drive truck.
man.
Yep.
Very clean.
Then we got this is an 06 BMW. Yeah, this is it's got 170 on it, but you know you can get something like that for $5
They
grand.
run forever.
Yeah.
This thing. I love this color.
Yeah, and then you got this 09 Jeep. This has only got like 90,000 miles on it, and that's a real nice Jeep. And if you're looking for this is a rear-wheel drive truck. This is a really nice truck. But if you're looking for something for $6 grand or under, I do have another truck.
There was 6 grand.
Yeah, I do have another truck that'll probably be right around $6,500. And that's a 4-wheel drive.
Two that's not quite ready yet that you would
Yep.
sell that if somebody wanted
Yeah.
to deal.
Yep, then I got a 2012. This is a Mitsubishi Outlander, all-wheel drive. These are kind of cool with the little tailgate thing there. They got like a half a tailgate and then the window goes up, but they're kind of nice. Then I've got an 08 Subaru Impreza, which is an all-wheel drive, a 13 Kia Optima. I've got a couple more Hyundais here, and then a few cars that are over there. But like I said, I mean, for trucks, this is a nice truck if someone's looking for a rear-wheel drive truck.
Sure.
I also got a 2009 Ford. That's a rear-wheel drive truck with 80,000 miles on it.
Okay,
So-
well, ladies and gentlemen, service, insurance, anything you need to do here with a car, sales, truck sales, used cars, used trucks, warranty, you need an alignment, you need an oil change. This is a fully functioning service, automotive service, truck service, from A to Z. Big Dog does it all. Again, if you get in an accident, call Big Dog. He'll straighten out everything. Big Dog, thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
It's always fun.
Have a
Always
good
fun.
one.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
She was just a sweetheart. She was funny, kind. She was just a bright young girl who had an incredible future ahead of her. I was supposed to meet Kim at 6:30 right here. I called her parents and I told them she didn't show up. And from there on, all hell broke loose.
They showed me a picture of Kim and asked if I knew her and when was the last time I saw her.
I knew something wasn't right because it wasn't like Kim.
When I parted the brush, I was face to face with Kimberly.
Actually seen a girl matching Kim's description in a pickup truck. We have witnesses stating that there was 2 vehicles speeding down Wilcox Road.
I believe that was the downfall of her life, was how pretty she was.
We got the guy, we've got the evidence, et cetera. When the guilty verdict on Steve Barnes came down, he said, this kid isn't guilty, he's innocent.
Sometimes people just want the case solved in quotes.
I remember thinking those were unusual pieces of evidence.
It just made it even worse. I mean, another tragedy, nearly 20 years, behind bars for a crime that he didn't commit.
A lot of the same names keep coming up.
Where was she? Was she out in the woods? Was she at a house party?
We got a 6-hour window. You mean nobody saw this girl in 6 hours?
He heard what she described as a blood-curdling scream.
It's just like there's so many people here that she knows, and she's like, I don't know how this went so wrong.
Everybody knew he did it, but everybody was too afraid.
When I was pulling up there was freaking cops everywhere.
He just, like I said, would say, I'm gonna end up like that girl Kim.
What went on in that area? Something that...
That's been the $1 million question that has haunted me to this day.